Sorry students, there was a little disturbance due to mobile ringing. Uh, I could not complete the video properly. We go to the next part, that is limitations of dimensions. Note these points along with me. The first one is value of dimensionless constants involved in the formula cannot be calculated. That is, values of dimensional constants. Value of dimensionless constants Now there are certain constants, like in kinetic energy we have half mv square. So we have a limitation with that number half. It's a number which doesn't have any dimension, but it's a constant. So if you take the equation of kinetic energy as mv square, you will get wrong answers. You need the number half before it. But as soon as you add the number half to it, multiply the number half with the mass, you can't take it in dimensions anymore. So it is a constant which doesn't have dimensions. Same thing is for many other constants which are numbers. Okay, we cannot take it as a part of dimensions. Now, this is the first limitation, that value of dimensionless constants cannot be calculated. Okay, so please write down cannot be calculated. Now, if a physical quantity depends on more than 3 factors, see, basically we can solve wherever, now whenever I am discussing this second limitation, you are going to do another application of dimension after this. There are 3 applications of dimension. One we have already done, that is to check the correctness of the equation, whether LHS is equal to RHS. Now this is the second one. In the second one, we are going to, the second application is, we will form equations with the help of the terms given to us. Like somebody tells me that work is force into displacement. So work depends on force and displacement. Only this much I know. I don't know the formula work is force into displacement. I just know what it is related to. With the help of dimensions, I can form a formula. Okay, so this is the second application. Third application is that we can change the units with the help of dimensions. These 2 applications we are going to continue with the classes henceforth. So now the second limitations has something to do with these applications which we have not yet done. So as of now, you just note this limitation. When we are doing the numericals, I will repeat it again. So it is, if a physical quantity, like you remember the equation of kinematical equation of acceleration, S is equal to ut plus half at square. So it already has 2 equations, which are means 2 physical quantities which are joined together, or 2 parts of the equations which are joined together. More than physical quantities, you should say 2 parts, ut also and half at square also. So if we have 3 or more than that, okay, that is, if there are more than 3, up to 3 still we can do, because MLT, there are up to 3 equations we can do it, solve them simultaneously and get the answers. So it is possible till 3. So I should correct myself that it is more than 3. So if there are more than 3 physical quantities, 3 factors, 3 factors on which the equation depends, you cannot solve it using dimensions. Okay, so if there are more than 3 factors, like ut is one factor, half at square is another factor, so with that we can solve, because it's 2. Till 3 we can go, more than that we cannot go. Dimension will not support it. Okay, we cannot have so many unknowns. Now, third one. This will be clarified further. Again, I am telling you, this will be clarified further when we do the next application part. The third one is that trigonometric, exponential, logarithmic functions cannot be analyzed using dimensions. Which ones? Log functions, exponential functions, and trigo functions. These are out of the dimensions. They cannot be. So somewhere if I want to write constant as 2 pi, t is equal to 2 pi under root of L by g. This is the equation for simple pendulum. 2 pi is out of scope. With dimensions I will get the formula t is equal to under root of L by g. I will not get the number 2 pi. So it is out of, like here I am writing t is equal to 2 pi under root L by g. So with this 2 pi I will not get. I will just get L by g if I use dimensions. Okay. So this is the limitation. Now the fourth one is that there are quantities which are dimensionally correct. But if you look at, they are unique quantities. Means they mean something else. Okay, like supposing I can write work is equal to torque. What is work? Force into displacement. So whatever dimensions I will get with it. What is torque? Force into perpendicular distance travel. Torque, you have learned coupled torque. It was the very first lesson in machines. Now, torque is also force into displacement. So dimension wise, these two are correct. But the meaning of torque and the meaning physics, if you relate physics of it, logically if you look at it, when you are relating these two quantities, they might be dimensionally correct, but they are different quantities. Okay, the nature of the quantity is different. So such quantities where the nature of the quantity is different might be dimensionally correct. So note down, the quantities might be different in nature but same in dimensions. So dimension cannot differentiate it. It is a limitation of dimension. Dimension should have also differentiated in some way. So if I am writing for torque also same answer I am getting, and work also same answer I am getting, though the meanings are very different. So this is a limitation of physical quantities. So these are the 4 limitations that we have discussed today.